Hello K-popers, welcome to the About K-pop channel. Here, it is BTS's Jungkook admits he has ADHD, opens up about a condition idols rarely talk about. Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, surprised fans again with his candid confession. In a live broadcast on the community platform Weverse, on Friday, August 29th, he shared a personal story rarely shared by world-class celebrities. At that time, a fan commented on Jungkook's tendency to move around too much while sitting. Rather than being offended, the Seven singer responded calmly. He admitted that his repetitive movements weren't just habits, but rather part of a condition he experienced. It feels like ADHD in adults. I have it, so I keep moving like this, Jungkook said, as quoted by Koreaboo, Monday, September 1st. This confession immediately shocked many ARNYs, but also made them feel closer to their idol. Jungkook, known as a perfectionist and full of energy, apparently also faces challenges within himself. For some fans, this actually represents a positive, that there's nothing wrong with having a condition like ADHD, and that it's still possible to achieve big dreams. What is ADHD in adults? Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or ADHD, is a neurodevelopmental disorder generally characterized by difficulty paying attention, impulsive behavior, and excessive restlessness. According to the Mayo Clinic, this condition is often associated with children, but it can persist into adulthood. In adults, symptoms may be more subtle than in childhood. Hyperactivity tends to diminish, but problems focusing, impulsivity, restlessness, and even stimming, repetitive movements to calm oneself, often persist. Many adults don't even realize they have ADHD until they struggle with daily routines, missing deadlines, forgetting appointments, or becoming easily angered. My reaction. Support flows in for Jungkook. It didn't take long for hashtags and discussions about Jungkook's statement to become popular on social media. Many ARNYs appreciated their idol's openness, given the lingering negative stigma surrounding mental health among the public. Some fans who also live with ADHD said they felt represented by Jungkook. They believe his confession can help raise awareness about the condition and encourage people to be more empathetic. Others hope that after this confession, the public will stop commenting on Jungkook's habit of moving around in front of the camera. For people with ADHD, these movements are part of the body's natural way of coping with anxiety and calming down. Causes and risk factors for ADHD experts explain that the causes of ADHD are not fully understood. However, genetics are believed to play a major role, as the condition often runs in families. Furthermore, several environmental factors can also increase the risk, such as exposure to toxins from childhood, disorders in the development of the nervous system, and unhealthy pregnancy conditions. For example, if the mother smokes, uses alcohol, or uses drugs. Children born prematurely are also said to have a higher risk of developing ADHD. If left untreated, the impact can extend to various aspects of life. Academic problems, financial hardship, unstable relationships, and even an increased risk of substance abuse and traffic accidents. Some studies even link ADHD to the risk of depression, anxiety disorders, and suicide attempts. The importance of diagnosis and treatment. ADHD is not a deficiency to be ignored, but rather a condition that requires proper understanding and treatment. Consulting with a psychologist or psychiatrist can help someone recognize symptoms early and find strategies to maintain a productive and balanced life. Jungkook, a new role model for mental health, as a global superstar, Jungkook could have chosen to keep his condition private. However, he chose to be open with his fans. This honesty not only shows his humanity, but also sends an important message. There's nothing wrong with talking about mental health. With his global popularity, Jungkook's actions are expected to change public perception, especially in Asia, regarding ADHD and mental health in general. His confession may be only a short sentence, but the impact could be profound for millions of people who feel alone and facing similar conditions. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Next, infuriating, BTS's Jungkook reprimands Saesangs who insists on breaking into his home on his 28th birthday. Birthday celebrations should be a happy occasion. However, Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, experienced something different on his special day, which fell on Monday, September 1, 2025. He faced an unpleasant incident that infuriated him. In a live broadcast with fans on the Weverse platform, Jungkook vividly recounted how a woman brazenly tried to break into his private home ahead of his 28th birthday celebration. This incident immediately shocked the public, especially ARMYs worldwide, who were furious with the intruder's actions. Chronology of the incident. According to Jungkook, the incident occurred on Sunday night, August 31, 2025, just minutes before he began his live broadcast of his birthday celebration. The woman, in her 40s, managed to enter the basement parking lot of the luxury apartment where Jungkook lives. "I monitored everything on my home's CCTV. When I heard the police coming, the intruder tried to break out through the basement parking lot, but was eventually caught. He claimed to be my friend," Jungkook explained in his broadcast, as reported by Koreabu. Jungkook's stern rebuke for Saesangs. On the same occasion, Jungkook delivered a stern rebuke to anyone who dared to violate his privacy. He emphasized that although he considered ARMY to be family, there were boundaries that must still be respected. "ARMY is like family and friends to me, but I must emphasize that while giving support is fine, anything wrong is still wrong," he said firmly. Furthermore, Jungkook did not hesitate to say that he would lock up anyone who entered his private space and even deal with the police directly. "If you come, I'll lock you inside. Everything will be recorded as evidence, and you'll be hauled away by the police. If you enter my parking lot, you'll be trapped until I open the door. CCTV is everywhere. If you don't want to end up in the police station, don't even enter," he said seriously. Not the first incident, unfortunately. This isn't the first time Jungkook has been the victim of Saesangs who have brazenly broken into his home. Several months ago, on Wednesday, June 11, 2025, a Chinese woman in her 30s was also caught red-handed trying to enter the password on Jungkook's door. The woman was eventually arrested by the Yongsan Police Department. This repeated incident has made many fans increasingly concerned for their idol's safety. Many ARMYs have strongly condemned the Saesangs' behavior and demanded stricter protection for Jungkook and the other BTS members. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment.